What is up everyone, it's CMG here. So we've had 7 seasons of Overwatch 2 already, and of course that means we've had 7 mythic skins during that time. And while we still wait to see which mythic skin we'll get in Season 8, I think 7 skins in the meantime is enough to work with to devise a top 5 mythic skins in Overwatch 2 video, right? Now I'm sure you know what mythic skins are by now, but just to explain them briefly, mythic skins are ones that are released with every season of Overwatch 2 and are usually obtained at Battle Pass tier 80. But what's so unique about these skins is that they are also customizable with different options from weapon design to color palette to headwear to shoulder padding. The possibilities are endless with these skins, and not to mention there are also voice changes and perhaps some subtle differences, as well as few visual sound effects that go along with these. So you would expect these skins to stand out amongst your standard legendary skins at least. But which ones are my absolute favourites? Well, join me right now as I list my personal top 5 mythic skins in Overwatch 2. However, before I start this video, I just want to remind you once again, if you like this idea for content and you want to see more in the future, go ahead and click on the subscribe button, send a comment, like the video, and then turn on your notifications. It really does help me out a great deal. For those of you that have done it already, thank you. I really appreciate you. Plus, don't forget to stick around until the end of the video so that you can hear me talk about one mythic skin that I'm not too fond of compared to others. Alright then, so let's get on with doing the top 5 mythic skin list. Okay, so kicking off the list at number 5 right here will be Ana's Omnic War God mythic skin from Season 6. Seems a bit weird, doesn't it, saying that Ana's skin is my number 5 despite me being an Ana main, right? However, despite me loving the Omnic look, I do believe there are better skins than this one. Don't get me wrong, I think Ana as an Omnic sounds like an awesome idea, and actually, some of her voice lines make her out to sound more like a villain than her usual protagonist self in other skins. Her choice skin designs are also really good, a lot better looking than Sigma's actually. However, unlike a mythic skin like Sigma's, I think she's lacking in the colour department. Okay, you have your traditional Omnic purple, gold, silver look, which looks fine and is probably the better choice, but then you have an all crimson abbreviation and then another sand dune brown style. I think they could have just gone with a much better set of colours in my opinion, but hey, that's just the way I look at it. I mean, still, I do enjoy using Ana's skin, I just think there are just some better ones out there. Alright, so in the number 4 position, I reckon will be Zeus Junker Queen. You know, it's really weird that there are some people out there that don't really appreciate the skin as well as it deserves. At least in my opinion, I think it deserves a lot of praise for the balance in cultural design, its choice of colours, and let's not forget those glorious lightning particle effects. I freaking love those. For this mythic skin, you have a choice of weapon, armour and shoulder pad, so there's a bit of selection, and unlike Ana's, which is the reason why it's here at number 4, are at least some better colour choices. You have the standard golden Zeus, which is the base colour of the skin, and then you also have red and blue abbreviations, which seem pretty basic, sure, but me personally, I love the choice of either red or blue. It's definitely a better choice than brown, at least. Okay, so in the bronze position, at number 3 on this list, I have decided to place Adventurer Tracer. Now, this skin was introduced in Season 5 and was the first mythic skin in Overwatch 2 to be given in the Battle Pass through progressive tier installments, rather than having to wait for tier 80 to unlock it. There was a bit of a backlash from the community at this point regarding these mythic skins being locked behind tier 80 of a battle pass, where you either had to play through the game to grind to tier 80 to unlock it, or if you didn't want to wait until then, you could just pay extra money on top of the battle pass purchase to have it straight away. So in order to deal with the backlash, Blizzard chose to make the skin partly unlockable in different tiers. The first at tier 45, and then the next part would be at tier 60, before you claimed all of the skin at the usual tier 80. But what about the skin itself? I think it looks very pleasing to look at, especially when you go to the hero section and then select Tracer, and then you can see her in a different pose compared to all of her other skins. The way the skin is designed as well, the different armor choices you have represents the progression through the story that Tracer and her companions go through in the Quest Watch, which sees Tracer explore the magic kingdom of Overland to become a knight and then defeat the evil demon lord. This is represented in the battle pass, like how I described it earlier, with the progressive battle tiers rather than having to wait until tier 80 to unlock everything like in previous seasons before. I especially love the Chrono Accelerator with the mythical particle effects, and depending on which colours you have, they bear a different design. For example, if you choose the Red Adventurer Tracer, the accelerator will generate a more fiery design, which looks pretty cool. Overall, this is one of the more pleasing skins to look at, but in my opinion, there are better looking ones. Right, so number 2 on this list is going to be Amaterasu Kiriko. I think this skin looks absolutely gorgeous. Some people might say it's not as fleshed out as others, but I most certainly think the opposite. I think it must be due to the fact that I'm extremely fascinated with traditional Japanese culture at the moment. Now, Kiriko, in my opinion, was the perfect choice to represent this skin. First of all, I love each and every hairstyle choice. They look extremely pretty. I especially enjoy the one where she has her hair all tied up at the back, upwards, like an inverted ponytail kind of thing. And I most certainly enjoy the colours that go with this skin as well. Of course, choosing to put my Genshin Impact cap on for a brief moment here, you have a choice of being Geo, Hydro, or Electro with these colour choices. I mean, it's clear as day here. And it's even more fitting to point out that Kiriko would easily fit into the Genshin universe as a character from Inazuma with this skin design. Please tell me there are others out there who think this as well. Please. But overall, Kiriko is the skin that I use most of the time, you know, compared to other skins out there. So I really love this skin a lot. Alright, so we'll get to number 1 in a bit, but before we do that, I just want to remind you all once again, if you like this idea for content and you want to see more in the future, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. It really does help me out a great deal. Thank you so much. Right, so the number 1 mythic skin in all of Overwatch 2 is actually going to be the first skin ever added to the game, which is Cyber Demon Genji. Yes, that's right. At least for the first year of Overwatch 2, I don't think Blizzard have done one better than this, to be honest. Kiriko is a very, very close second, mind you. But Genji gets it, perhaps because of bias, since I'm such a big fan of cyberpunk and 80s retro stuff. However, there are some really gorgeous features to this skin that I just have to sit and admire. First of all, his mask opens out to reveal an awesome neon skull design, and it shows off some awesome particle smoke effects. Looks incredible. His sword sounds like a lightsaber as well when you use it. And of course, let's not forget the voice changes as well. Always sounds good on a mythic skin, to be honest. I think the other skin that's got some change in voice is obviously the Ana one, and also the Hanzo one as well. So both of them have got voice changes. But Genji's one just sounds a lot more authentical and definitely fits his cyberpunk abbreviation of the skin. It just goes really, really well, you know. And especially when you're swaying around with the sword as well, it sounds like a lightsaber. So good. The only problem I've got really with Genji's skin is the fact that I don't play Genji. Which means that I don't get to appreciate the skin more. Compared to the likes of Kiriko and Ana, who I play more than anything else because I'm a support player. I guess that's probably because I was forced to play that role. Who knows? So there you have it. Those are the 5 mythic skins in Overwatch 2 that I really, really enjoy. Now, what is a skin that I don't really like from this section? I think it's going to have to be Emperor Sigma, to be honest with you. Yeah, so Sigma in this skin is the leader of the Infinite Empire taking on the protagonist Watchers in the Star Watch PvP game mode. I mean, I've said this previously in a top 5 Season 4 skins video already. Sigma here is almost like M. Bison from Street Fighter with this attire, and it kind of makes sense from the skin's design and demeanor standpoint. I've also said as well that he depicts the stereotypical spaceman very, very well. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, it's probably due to the fact that his skin color abbreviations is very, very lacking. I don't like the skin color abbreviations at all. I mean, he's got his main one, there's the Star Watch one, but when you want to change it to something else, you've got like this very washed white, and then you've got this brownish red color, which I really don't think is a nice combination, to be honest with you. But yeah, I think that's probably the reason why I don't like Galactic Emperor Sigma very much, is because I think there was a missed opportunity here in terms of what they could have done in terms of the color abbreviations. Anyway, so that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you got a lot out of it. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think are the best mythic skins in Overwatch 2. Place down your top 5 if you have to in the comments. Let me know. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys. If you like this idea for content and you want to see more in the future, go ahead and click on the subscribe button, send a comment, like the video, and then turn on your notifications. It really does help me out a great deal. You can also check me out on all of my other social medias, my Twitter account, my Discord, and of course, my TikTok. And let's not forget as well, my Instagram and also my Threads. Thank you for stopping by, chaps. Have a great day, have a great life. Be nice to your fellow gamers because we're all human beings. I've been CMG as always. Until the next video, I shall see you later. Peace.